Meet me. Welcome back, boys. So earlier today, I had recorded the Belian first impressions, but I just skipped that section. So I went through the rest of the patch notes. There's really nothing that important in here. There's going to be a new event pack, same as always, new standard event. But the thing that I knew that all of you guys would ask me for going forward is the should you pull videos. So normally I do it when the banner's already out, but because they told us what the heroes are going to be for the next month, let's just get it all out of the way. And then that way you guys can really think about your bookmarks as well. So let's just go down the list. It's going to be for literally the next month. We know what the heroes are. So first up at bat, we have Tamarinne. Should you pull? Yes. Yes, if you don't have Tamarinne, you need Tamarinne. Because if you don't have Tamarinne, you probably haven't cleared Abyss. And if you can't even clear Abyss, you're not ready for serious RTA. Now, if you just want to be Masters or whatever, you don't have to care about Abyss. But if you ever want to be like Emperor or Legend, like there's no way you're going to do that if you can't even beat the silly PvE content in the game. And how do you beat Abyss? Tamarin's on pretty much every single team. And the thing is, the artifact on it, Idol's Cheer, is also pretty great in PvP. So you can't really go wrong either way. You can't go wrong with the hero, you can't go wrong with the artifact. On the downside, Tamarinne, PvP wise, is pretty much a dud. Back in the day, Tamarind was very strong. Excuse me. Nowadays, she's really just not used at all in competitive PvP, but that's fine. I mean, you could still use her in Guild Wars if you want, but she's just so strong in PvP, PvE, that you absolutely need to have her. If you don't have Tamarinne, get her. Next up at bat is Fire Ken. He was buffed not too long ago. For those of you who have not been following me since the beginning, Ken was my very first 5-star. He was actually my selective summon hero because my friend told me to pick him when I started the game because he was so strong. So I used Ken. He's at like Friendship 10. I used Ken for everything, all the raids. He used to be on my Wyvern team. Ken was really good back then, and he hasn't really changed or anything. He's just gotten outdated. They tried to buff him and make him better, but realistically, this is an easy skip. After they buffed him, he showed up in PvP for a little while, but he's largely fell by the wayside again. There's very few legitimate reasons to use Fire Ken in his current state right now. So Tamarinne is a definite yes. Ken is almost a definite no, although I do have a soft spot for him because he was the hero that carried me through the game. Fire Tenebria. This is also one that's a fairly easy skip. Now, there's one Abyss floor, or maybe two Abyss floors, something between 100 and 110, that are much easier if you have Tenebria. Tenebria is also a hero where she actually is RTA viable. There are some people who like playing Protect the Tenebria comps. If you verse like Protect the Charlotte or Landy, those kind of comps, you're probably familiar with that style where they just build an entire team to protect one DPS. And Tenebria hits shockingly hard if you have her for like people think Tenebria doesn't hit hard because very few people fully mola a fire Tenebria. But the few people that do when you run into them, you would be shocked at how hard this hero hits. And she's waifu material, so if you want to get her, but in your shoes, I would skip it. And her artifact is kind of ball sack, so that kind of makes it easier to skip as well. But it's really up to you. I'd say she's definitely way better than Fire Ken. She can be used in RTA, but in general, probably not worth it. All right, Luna pre-buff. This would have been very easy. Just straight up no. She was hot garbo pre-recent buff. Since the buff, I haven't really experimented with her in RTA. I know some people are running her very like strong, and they're saying with the soul burn she can pretty much one-shot anything in the game. I don't know if I'm fully sold on that because that build means she's going to be super squishy, and there's other super squishy fast heroes in the game that can one-shot a bunch of things. So I don't know. This one, I guess I'm kind of outdated on. I have to play a lot more RTA, go up against to see if it's really worth it. But I feel like it's just the new hype for now. Like anytime something new gets buffed, it's always hyped, used a lot for the first few weeks, and when people realize it's not dominant, it kind of just disappears for a while. I don't think I was too blown away by her buff. She's certainly a lot better, but I don't know. But this is something where she is a limited unit. You might want to really think about picking up this hero if for some reason you don't already have her. Most players already have multiple of her because this is like the 7 free run or whatever. And Draco Plate, the artifact on this banner, is best in slot for a lot of warriors, so you can't go wrong with that as well. I have I think like an SSS Luna just from chasing Draco Plates, just repeatedly getting Luna, so I certainly won't pull on this banner. But if you don't have her, I mean, I think a lot of people consider her the ultimate waifu of the game too. I remember looking at revenue charts, and I think Smilegate has made the most money off of her. So we'll see. I guess people are really into horns. All right, and last but not least, Landy. Should you get this hero? Absolutely not. She is horrendous. Yeah, I'm full of shit. No, you definitely need to get her. Even more so than Tamarinne if you are serious about PvP. She's probably one of the best PvP units, bar none, in the game. Cannot be countered S3, is one of the few defenses in Guild Wars that can't be reliably Dark Corvused because she just does so much damage. And the thing is, in a way, she's an RNG hero too, because there's nothing more frustrating than losing to a team because of Landy dual attacks. Because when she dual attacks, it can screw up your plan completely because she CR pushes, plus gets more fighting spirit. You eat an extra S3 that you weren't planning to eat, get CR pushed. She is just crazy toxic. Artifact, not too great. I've seen some people experiment with it, but in general, I just find it super unreliable unless you're like just spamming matches against DNs or something. But Landy is an S tier PvP unit. You absolutely need to have it. So I would say my tier list for these heroes is 1, you need to have Landy. She's limited, which makes her a super high priority, and she's god tier. So Landy, absolutely you must get. Tamarind, if you don't have it and you're still stuck in PvE, you need to get this hero because this is going to make your life much easier and let you progress 10 times faster. Next, Luna. Again, she's pretty good now. Like, I'm still not sold on her being a top tier RTA unit. I don't think she is, but I could be wrong about that. I'll be fully honest. I could be wrong about that. I haven't played many Lunas in RTA because I haven't RTA'd at all this season. So that opinion might change as I start dealing with her more. But regardless, she's limited. She's behind Landy and Tamarinne, but maybe you want to pick her up. Next, Tenebria. This is pretty skip tier, but if you really want to, for whatever reason, go ahead and pick her up. But you really don't need her unless you, I don't know, she's your favorite hero or something. Otherwise, a skip. And Fire Ken is just easy skip, boys. Don't pick up this hero right now. Who knows? Maybe you'll get buffed again in the future, but doesn't matter. He's not a limited unit or anything. Just wait on him again, unless he's your favorite hero. But if that's the case, you don't care about these should you pull videos anyway. We almost forgot about these extra ones, so we're gonna have to add this in through the power of editing. But Belian, you guys saw my first impressions video, well, probably, and I think she's okay. She seems like a very solid anti-cleave unit. Denying souls is a very big deal. And my guess is it's going to kind of be like a Politis steely where, if she comes up, they're just going to ban it or pre-ban it. But, having an extra pre-ban is it almost helps you even if you don't have her, right? Because if she actually ends up being toxic against cleave, they're not going to know whether you have her or not, so they're going to have to pre-ban it anyway. So it might be good for everyone regardless. But for her, kind of like a maybe. I think in Bruiser matchup, she's kind of meh. But should be okay. Alot's fantastic hero, but he's kind of outdated now because of freaking Politis. But in Guild Wars, he's still a lot of fun. Regular arena, I use him a lot still, but only on like 20% of teams. Like if they don't have Politis, I basically A-lots it, and if they do, he has to be benched. So nowhere near as good as he used to be. But hey, if you don't have him, it'll be a nice little pickup, and you can cheese a lot of Abyss floors with him and Spirit's Breath. Coin shop rotation. All right, we're just gonna go over this quick. Litica, no. I mean, she has uses, but you don't really need her. Violet, disgusting. Blood Moon Haste. If you're a serious RTAer, honestly, he's almost like a must-have because Maid and RB are everywhere, and this kind of gives you very good draft control if you can pick him up. I don't have him. I'm sad that I don't have enough coins to pick him up, so I'm probably just gonna have to, never have him. But he has been off Mystic for over a year now, so I'm hoping at some point they'll rerun this little bastard. But if you're a serious RTAer and you have the coins, you should probably take him. LQC, kind of the same deal. I think if I had to choose one of the two, I'd rather have BMH than LQC. I have LQC. She is pretty damn strong against dark units, like people like plowing FCCs, or you can now that APOC Ravi's coming back, I think LQC might also have a resurgence, although she was used pretty often last season, mainly in the time when Troublemaker was a big thing, and then he kind of fell off. But overall, very solid hero, can't go wrong. So skip. PvPers, yes. PvEers, no. PvPers, yes. PvEers, no. So, anyways, now that we talked about the RGB heroes, the Mystic banner, the Coin Shop banner, this should cover our Should You Pull series for at least the next few weeks. If you decide to summon on any of these banners or buy any of these heroes using coins, best of luck to you guys. I hope you have all the best luck, and make sure you join Channel Nuts and give it a solid meepity meep, and all your dreams will come true. Till next time, boys, peace out.